presented by Sprite.
Man, I've been waiting for this for so long. It's the start of another NBA regular season. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Jones. And it's happening out at U.S. Airways Center, where the Phoenix Suns will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. These two teams got a little history going on here, Shaq. Am I out of line for thinking there might be fireworks tonight?
These are the games you look forward to. Both teams are ready to go. No need for a little silly pep talk from the coach. Just roll it out, let them go to work. Plenty of motivation here, Ernie, even a little bit of bad blood.
Yeah, when that's the case, Shaq, are you going out to settle a score?
I'm going out to do some pushing and some shoving. There'll be some furniture moving tonight, Ernie.
Oh, in here, too. Hey, let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. This Arizona crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup for the Phoenix Suns. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And a year ago, they avoided any mistakes winning the season series against this team.
The Lakers starting group. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Kobe is out there with Skinny, and it's Miracle Man in at the first one. Here is Skinny. Releases. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Hill. Steve mentioned the success they had against them in their contest a year ago. They did exactly what they needed to do against them.
Yep, it was a solid performance from them. Most times they got together. They should have them feeling good about their chances today. Kobe Bryant last season selected by the fans as an all-star starter, but due to injury was unable to participate. That robbed him of the record for consecutive all-star appearances, which would have been 16 for him.
Here is Plumlee following the 3 by the Lakers. Bledsoe passes to Plumlee. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. Rocket 6. Shoots from 12. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Bledsoe's got his first bucket of the night. And Kobe Bryant, 4th in career scoring.
Well, with the chance this season, if he stays healthy, to pass MJ, Michael Jordan, for 3rd all-time. Accomplishment that would be for Kobe.
Now, here's Green. Morris kicks to Dragic. Now Morris. Shoot 2.
Goran Dragic, nicknamed Goji, grew up in Slovenia. His mom played hoops. His dad played soccer. Goji started out playing soccer, but when he hurt his leg, his mom said, no more of that pitch stuff. We're going to the round ball and the hardwood. So he went to basketball, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well. Good call by Mom on that, too.
There's Miracle Man. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
He put a lot of pressure on his opponent defensively, too. He had 3 steals in that game.
Bryant, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Back to Dragic. He said, Steve, that his soccer background may have helped his football.
I think that's true in almost every case. When you see a former soccer player on the basketball floor, it's not just the footwork, but it's the vision, it's the anticipation. I think the game really translates. You saw it with Steve Nash and Tony Kukoc. You see it with Dragic now.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Kobe, that's for 2. Plumlee with the rebound.
What's the defense doing? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Bledsoe gets to Green. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Lakers trailed by 3. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
That was great to hear from you, Doris. So it's Phoenix now after the basket by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee, no luck.
Coach Hornacek, a self-professed math guy, he was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers, he uses the analytics, and somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Now the basket, the Bulls. Rockets kicks to Plumlee, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Plumlee's got his first points in this one. And Coach Hornacek, Clark, does see the game from an analytical angle. He pushed the pace because he said he shoot a much higher percentage in the first and second.
I agree with that. And I would like to see more teams do that and employ that. It's much more enjoyable to watch. The guys enjoy playing that way, and the increased pace for the Suns, they actually average 5 more points a game over the prior season as a result of trying to get good shots earlier in the shot clock.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Morris. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Eric Woodson. And Thomas subbed in for Goran Dragic.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
And that one's good.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Phoenix leading by 3. And 101 left to play in the first. And blocked. They recover it. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In third, the Lakers.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
That free throw good from Tolliver.
You know, before this recent streak, the last time the Suns went more than a season without making the playoffs was way back in 1988. Think just how long it's been for them not to be in the playoffs for more than a year.
And he makes both free throws.
This streak of the Suns missing the playoffs, of course, starting back in 2010. But 1988, a good deal of the Suns roster wasn't even born there.
Now here's Bryant. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's the Wizard. Here's Skinny. Drills the three-pointer. Skinny's got his first 3 points of the game. Clark, you look at last season with the Suns, they almost put an end to that streak last year, but ended 1 game shy of the playoffs and back to Dallas for number 8 in the West.
Right in the mix until the final week, Kevin. They won't have the luxury of being slept on this year, though, as the league is fully aware of how capable that could be.
And his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Thomas goes in. That one off the back iron and out.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Outside for Kobe. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead changer.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a flow offensively. I like what I see.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Nick Young. Randall out there with Johnson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Nash in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Gerald Green was the 18th pick back in 2005. But remember, he fell out of the league for a while, saying, quote, "I took things for granted. I didn't know how to be a pro, but I've learned from my mistakes. I understand now this is not a hobby, this is a job. Now I'm a better professional, a much better player, and I'm all about winning." Kevin?
Nice comeback story, Doris. Nice story. Thank you. Thomas, after Jeremy Lin's three-pointer that didn't go. Plumlee sets the pick for Bledsoe. Thomas against Nash. On the high post. Misses off the left iron.
Isaiah Thomas, a 20-point-per-game scorer last season, and putting up those points with great efficiency, too. This came despite strained ligaments and a shooting wrist and other nagging injuries, and he continues to get production.
And for Thomas, he'll always have his doubters because of his stature.
Yeah, he's only 5'9", and that might be generous, but man, does he pack a lot of game into that frame. He gets after it at both ends. He's a competitor. He's confident. The greatest he is on offense. He does tend to give up a little bit.
Morris is checked in for the Suns. Dragic comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Dragic, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. Well, last year it was a breakout one for the Phoenix Stars. Goran Dragic, in his second season as a full-time starter, Steve, he truly elevated his game to all-star status.
Well, statistically, he was actually a top 10 player in the league. And more importantly, Kevin, he helped lead the Phoenix Suns to 47 wins, which nobody saw coming. So Dragic just with a monster year.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside. Got a piece of it. Lin dishes to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. Lin's shot is off.
And Dragic was really a glaring omission from the All-Star game in New Orleans. I don't think anybody questions that. When Kobe had to sit it out, many felt Dragic should have been the selection, especially considering the Suns' record when they were a borderline playoff team all year long.
Shots good from Young.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
They set the pick. Here's the tip drop. And it's good.
And for Dragic, some additional speed. His contract with the Suns would have paid him $1 million bonus for making All-Star game. To his credit, he said all the right things and just used the slide as motivation for the second half of the season. Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Morris kicks to Bledsoe. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Timeout called. The Lakers coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Miracle Man, he's checked in for Johnson. The Wizard comes in for Nick Young. And it's Skinny in for Jeremy Lin. And that one's good. 6 points for Skinny.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Here's Here's Miracle Man. Misses the three. Suns trailed by 4.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
Skinny nails the 16-footer. Skinny's got 8 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise for the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10 guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable. They led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that help this franchise become what it is.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Anthony Tolliver is checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Warren. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Hudson. E2 from Tolliver. Phoenix no good that time either.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country. It is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-blowing. Worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. That gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. It's Dragic with the drive. He drains the quick shot. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
It's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you?
Well, I wasn't thinking about soup. I was just impressed with the strong finish, wearing that rim out.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. P.J. Tucker comes in for Markieff Morris. And Thomas subbed in for Goran Dragic. Hey, he's good.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's the Wizard. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Kicks it to Kobe. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Nice hit again. Here's Randall. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Randall's got his first basket of the night. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk. As far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
And we've reached halftime.
hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. The more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And now the third quarter have to get going. Kobe Bryant really making a difference.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that talent in the second half.
Green outside it with Morris at the 4. Dragic is out there at Hudson. And it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. We're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Suns are the talk of the valley, but that's not all that's going on in Phoenix. USA Basketball is building a huge new $350 million training facility here. The over 10-acre site
second half.
Eric Bledsoe is still on the come as a playmaker and shooter, but because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
Suns trail by 12. Phoenix calls timeout.
The Suns training staff renowned around the league for their ability to keep players healthy. They're at the forefront, biomechanics and all that new school stuff. The results have been terrific. It's called preventative maintenance.
Bryant is checked in for Jeremy Lin.
Kevin, a look here at how the Suns ranked in the NBA last season. 7th in scoring, 7th in steals, and they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
Well, I think the key stat for that club last year was points per game. They were in the top 10. That was really what they tried to do. That was how they tried to establish themselves each and every game. Get out, run, get good shots, and try to outscore the opponent.
Morris kicks to Green. Bledsoe outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 10. And when you ask people in the Suns organization about the training staff, Steve, they say they really hold players accountable. And that's the key in many people's minds.
Well, I was there with them, Kevin, as general manager for several years, and that staff is as good as any. And there's no doubt. I mean, if there's no commitment from the players to their conditioning and their training, it doesn't matter how good the training staff is. It's not going to work.
Green, no luck.
Still a great start to the half. They're hitting their first three even before that.
They get it back. Out to Kobe. Pass to the Wizard. Fires the three. That's in. Coming off an assist by Kobe. 16 points for the Wizard.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets. Pretty open looks behind the arc.
That one's good, though. The Wizards up to just 11 points in the basket from Green. Timeout called the Lakers.
Gerald Green played a big role last season for the upstart Suns. Shot well from long range. And of course, former dunk contest champ, more than capable of finishing around the rim.
And the Lakers with some changes. Davis is checked in for Randall. Boozer comes in for Miracle Man. And it's Henry in for Skinny. The Wizard passes to Bryant. Here's the Wizard. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And for a player who was basically cast off by the Pacers, Gerald Green, Clark, played a career high in minutes with the Phoenix Suns.
Really happy for Gerald Green. He is instant offense, a tremendously talented player. He's gone a long way to get back to the NBA. He's solidly anchored in.
The Suns making a switch here. Orange checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Plumlee. Takes it off the glass. Plumlee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Pass to Henry. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Bryant gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And he gets it to go.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Outside Dragic. Suns moving the ball around. And Plumlee kicks to Dragic. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bledsoe's got 6 in the quarter.
It seems like so many teams try to ignore that mid-range jumper, but they're using it well, and it's opening up their offense for them.
Has definitely given the defender something extra to have to worry about.
And that one's good, Henry.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
The drive by. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Great.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
And turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
Shoots from 12. And again, with Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 14 points.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try and get his club out of his hole.
For three, Kobe. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line. Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Here's the Wizard, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I'll tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Suns trailed by 19. It's Dragic with the drive from 10 feet out. In-chin shot, and he sinks the layup. 8 points for him. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's the Wizard. He's got 24. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Here's Dragic. Oh, he put it down! In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
So the Lakers 5 right now. You've got Johnson. Nick Young is out there with Skinny. Then there's the Miracle Man. And it's Hill in at the 5. Lakers leading by 17. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played clutch, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with this spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Passes it to Miracle Man. Takes a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Tolliver's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas goes in. Shot denied. To the left wing. Here's Miracle Man. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Lakers lead by 19. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker then.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Phoenix calls timeout.
The Suns introduced these new uniforms last season, and I tell you what, they're some of the better looking ones in the league. Those things are fire.
The Wizard, he's checked in for the Lakers. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Tolliver dishes to Thomas. That's good. Thomas got 4 this quarter. In the uniform for the Suns, harken back to the one, Steve, they wore in the 90s.
No, it's great. Sunbeams across the chest. A reference to the original 9 members of the Suns Ring of Honor. So, a lot of really cool dynamics that bring to life the great tradition of this Phoenix franchise.
Out to the right wing. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And it's Green slamming it down.
Sort of surprising you go for difficult. While they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Hill inside, working on Tolliver. There's the pass to Skinny. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Thomas, and the basket good. 30 points for the Wizard.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Ball's not loose. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Amazing hops, exploding to the buckets.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, he elevated that size. That's impressive.
Thomas a screen. Tucker the pass to Thomas. Now the dish to Tucker. Back to Thomas. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and he's good.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Phoenix making some changes. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Tolliver. Morris comes in for Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And then for Los Angeles, Randall's checked in for Hill. Boozer comes in for Wesley Johnson. It's Bryant in for the Wizard.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-handed power jam.
Great power there, guys.
You got to love his determination.
Here is Skinny. He's guarded by Thomas. Shoots. The shot's good from Bryant. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
Thomas goes in. Plumlee gets hauled in by Los Angeles. Boozer's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Miracle Man. Again, Los Angeles.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Thomas kicks to Bledsoe. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to Green. 5 on the clock. Back to Thomas. From 18 feet away. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
The rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but Stephen Clark, an all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Suns.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the Wizards. Well, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off target from outside. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's the Wizard. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tolliver with the bucket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. The Wizard passes to Skinny. Pass to the Wizard. 3-pointer. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking.
Kobe, tell us about the mindset of this team tonight and what you hope to accomplish.
Just come out and play well. Just play with a lot of energy. Execute well.
Izzard.